So unfortunately, again, we've been saying this for the last 10 years at this stage. The price of rent in this country uh, is insane. To be totally honest, like not even any other country in Europe nearly comes as close as Ireland. To be totally honest, it even in the rural counties, like it's whatever about Dublin. You're lunacy if you're going to rent the place in Dublin. To be totally honest with you, because at the moment across the whole country, not just in Dublin, it's around the average rent is about €2,000 a month. Now that's not a year rent; that's €2,000 a month. There's literally places in the world who probably could get that nearly for a year in some countries, in some poor countries around the world you could. But it's insane to take that. That's probably and in Cavan it's lunacy too. Like it's lunacy in rural County Cavan, not a big city or anything like that. It's lunacy. They're looking for about 1,400 a month for a small bed, one bedroom apartment and stuff. On average, that's the average price in Cavan, in rural County Cavan, 1,400 a month. And we're saying to young people, stay in Ireland, study in Ireland, go up and work in Ireland, and pay your taxes, and own nothing and be happy, because let's be fair, the average young person under, I think it's 30, owns about 550 or something like that euro a week. So you keep that number in mind. So €550 a week. Think about it, if it was 1,400, like the rent, just the rent without electricity and all that putting on top of that. We're talking that's nearly, give or take, pretty much your 2 weeks' wages gone, 3 weeks nearly, because at 500 and 500 is 1,000, and that's 1,000 for say you get 550 a week. As I say, you only have €50 left over that week. And then you pay the electricity bill. If you have a car, you have to pay that. And you mean to tell me a young person moving out of the home house or going to college and stuff like that could afford that? Because nobody in the world could afford it. And even in Leitrim, Leitrim doesn't even exist. And the prices in Leitrim are insane too. They're looking for €1,100 in Leitrim. In Leitrim. Literally nobody's in Leitrim. And they're looking for that money. There's only 32,000 people in Leitrim. There's more people I don't know, I don't know where in the Vatican City more than there is in Leitrim. And Leitrim doesn't even exist, and they can charge people that. So it's imaginary houses that charge people in Leitrim. But this is the thing. This is my question to people. This is the thing we should be asking as members of the public, even parents, even just concerned citizens. We should be asking ourselves, when is this going to stop? Because let's be fair, it's not. It's going to eventually, in 10 years from now, unfortunately, will be 4,000 a month for an apartment, one bedroom. God only forbid if 2 bedrooms and stuff. Good God, you could pay 10,000 a month for it. Because that's the way the country's going. Because there's no sign of stopping. It just keeps going. But as I say, the politicians don't give a shit. They got in. They're getting their money. They don't care. And the majority of them are landlords, so they don't give a shit. As long as they're getting paid, they don't care. But for the only Irish Joe, pretty fucked regardless. But the question is, as I say, just mentioned there, in 10 years' time, when I'm, in my 30s, what's the situation going to be like for the young people growing up, people that are my age in their 20s? Would they be able to, we would hope to be able to be a bit cheaper for them to be able to move out of their houses and to get the foundations to build up their life and to have a family, etc., etc. To be told, let's face reality. There's no way in hell this country's going to change in the next 50 years. Let's just put it straight. The trajectory of this country's on, nothing's ever going to change because we still fuck the same fuckers in again. So until we fuck the fuckers out that's been there for the last few years, that's the only thing. Time anything's ever going to change, but that's not likely, as I say, because people, I don't know, Stockholm syndrome. I don't know how else. But again, it's lunacy. But how bad it's going to be the next in 20 years' time? Not even 10 years, and how bad it's going to be in 30 years' time, 50 years' time. Like, I shudder to take that at night when I think about it to myself, because the media are not asking it. If it's bad now, and we think it can't get, and even young people, ask any young person, it couldn't get any worse, they say to you, or any other person, the politician, they couldn't get any worse than this, it's bad now. But can it get worse? That's the question, because it 100% can. I remember people saying it's not going to get worse and stuff. I remember politicians saying that a few years ago. We're grappling with it now, we're getting the prices down, the housing supply is back. And lo and behold, we're still here. We're still here. We haven't moved forward on. If anything, we've moved backwards. Be told Hansi. So I don't know what to tell you, but you wouldn't blame people for moving away. You generally wouldn't. A young person, I can see why all the young people are moving away, because let's be fair, you want to kind of own something in life. You want to kind of have your own place, to, even if it's just small, something that you own instead of paying rent for a place that you would never own. And that's the thing. And it's impossible in Ireland for a young person to do that. Not even a young person, the 40s, people that age. It's just too much, pretty much, what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't care about owning my own property, but for other people to do, I want to fight for them and I want to speak up for them. Because there's things happening in this country that shouldn't be happening. This is one of them. And I don't know why we have to remember 1916, why they went out to fight for our independence and the War of Independence. It wasn't for Europe, it's for Ireland, so we have to keep that in mind too. But that day is long gone, but country first and profits next. But, thank you.